Hi Taurus, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jamie, with Lost Boy. Gonna be doing another reading for y'all for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Tauruses. Crosswatchers, you are welcome. Flip the roles as you see fit, and only take the messages that resonate and drop the ones that do not. To those of you out there who have supported the channel with your donations, likes, comments, shares, and subscribes, thank you so much. It means the world to me. It allows my channel to grow and it gets these messages out there. And to those of you who are interested in supporting the channel, all that information is down below. Alrighty, Taurus, let's get into your reading. Switching things up a little bit this week. Still going to be pulling oracles and tarot, of course, but going to be starting off with an affirmation card. Spirit, guides, and angels, what affirmation do you have for Taurus? What affirmation do you have for Taurus? We have communication. Wonder how that other person's feeling. Oh, I couldn't read that sentence for a second. Wonder how that other person's feeling. Ask them. Wish they knew how you were feeling. Tell them. You've just been drafted into the communication army, where there is a strict do ask, do tell policy. Speak with kindness and gentleness and reach an understanding. If you don't, assumption will just make asses out of everyone, including the person who came up with that aphorism. Whatever. It's pretty much saying, you don't know what you don't know, right? And people don't know what they don't know. So it's about having open communication. It's about expressing, right? It's maybe about finding out how people are feeling, right? So you can get to the bottom of it instead of just assuming, right? Because you know what they say about people who assume, you make an ass out of you and me, right? So it's all about, if there's something that you want to know, just ask. Just ask. And if there's something that you want somebody to know, just tell them. Right? Just express it, right? People can't read thoughts. We can't read minds, right? We don't know what we don't know. So it's all about communication for you guys. Communicate. Be open, right? Be gentle and be kind. There's no need to be mean, right? If you need extra clarification, ask for the extra clarification, right? If you don't understand something, just say you don't understand it. There's nothing wrong with that, right? So I feel like communication is definitely going to be very important for you in the next 7 days, Taurus. We have emotions are running high. Emotions are running high, and I just realized I never switched the camera, y'all. So sorry. But emotions are running high. Emotions are running high right now. And maybe it has to do with communication. Maybe it has to do with some questions being left unanswered, right? Or some things being left unsaid, right? Emotions are running high. People are both parties, everyone's assuming right now. There's a lot of thoughts running through people's heads, right? Something here about there needs to be some clarity on both sides, right? Needing to clear up some kind of confusion, right? People's tensions are running high. We have driven by passion. All right, somebody here is driven by passion, right? You could be dealing with somebody here who's a very passionate communicator, right? And I'm just saying that because being raised Portuguese, right? A lot of people oftentimes you know, friends and stuff be like, oh my god, why is your family yelling? It's like, no, we're not yelling. That's just how we talk, right? We talk very passionately. We're just very loud, right? And it's not like people are trying to speak over everybody. That's how we communicate, right? So I don't know if you're dealing with somebody here who's very passionate in the way that they communicate, right? They could be very loud, they could be very loving, right? And sometimes that could lead to things being misunderstood, right? Because then different cultures can get in the way, right? And maybe that's why you guys are being asked to communicate, right? I'm gonna take that one. Emotions all over the place. Alright, so this is definitely a reading about emotions, miscommunications. Keep the faith is at the bottom of the deck, right? So keep that vision, right? So keep the faith. Something about don't give up now. Don't give up now. Where's the tarot? Alright. So it's gonna be an emotional week for you, Taurus, right? Maybe finally clearing energy, making space, getting things off your chest, right? Speaking your truth, right? People don't know what they don't know. What's going on with Taurus? Okay. Knight of Wands. They're driven by passion, right? That's the Knight of Wands. Taking action, being bold, right? Being assertive, going after something, right? Tell me more. Tell me more for Taurus. It's like somebody wanting to come in and offer something, right? That's the Knight of Wands. He has something to give. He has something to prove. He has something to show. Alright, so I don't know if you're dealing with somebody who might have something to prove. Two of Pentacles. Somebody that's been going back and forth, juggling, right? Something here about stability, right? Pentacles are all about stability. Working hard, right? Look at him. He's working so hard at building something, right? Taking a risk with the Knight of Wands. Tell me more for Taurus. What's going on with Taurus? Tell me more. The Five of Wands in the reverse, right? That's the emotions running high. Things all over the place. I don't know if somebody here is feeling upset with some kind of action that was taken. Queen of Wands. Some of y'all could even be dealing with a Leo. This is somebody who's bold, who's courageous, who's confident, right? So making a decision. Somebody here is making a decision to take action, right? To be bold, to be courageous, to go after something, right? But in order to be bold and courageous, one needs to be honest with not only themselves, but with those around them. So this is about not being afraid to communicate, not being afraid to open up, right? With the Five of Wands in the reverse, I feel like there was some kind of impasse here, or you're in the middle of an impasse that's clearing up, right? Once people decide to be brave, to be bold, to honestly communicate what it is that they're truly, genuinely feeling, right? Instead of reacting. I feel like for a while, it's always been about a reaction. There's been a reaction here. It's been reacting instead of responding. I'm also hearing like somebody was trying to get one up on somebody, and it was like, no, you know what I mean? It was like a constant back and forth, like, no, I'm gonna win, no, I'm gonna win, no, I'm gonna win, right? And I feel like both parties and whoever was trying to win something is over it, right? Everyone's tired, right? The Ten of Wands in the reverse. Whew. That's some kind of release. That is definitely some kind of release. or refusing to release something, right? Carrying these heavy burdens, right? Being overwhelmed with responsibilities. Somebody's probably going to be taking action to free themselves from all of these responsibilities. Excuse me. Tell me more, Spirit. Why is this Knight of Wands here? The Knight of Swords. That's communicate. Yeah, somebody is definitely taking action. They're being bold. They're being courageous, right? They're coming in, right? They're communicating. This is news. This is somebody, bringing in some news. The Hierophant in the reverse and the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. I mean, we have Taurus here with the Hierophant. I have Taurus and Leo here. Could even be dealing with an Aries. I also have Gemini, Libra, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and yeah, everyone minus the air signs, pretty much. I mean, minus the water signs. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse, that's not working together. That's a partnership not on the same page here, right? And with the Hierophant in reverse, that's somebody here who doesn't believe in themselves. They don't have any faith, right? You were asked to keep the faith in the beginning, so I don't know if you're dealing with somebody here who doesn't believe in a higher source. The Hierophant can also be like a father figure of some sort, but in the reverse, I feel like somebody here isn't living up to... They're not living up to their title. They're not living up to their name, whatever that means, right? They're not living up. They're not holding up their end of the bargain. The World card in the reverse and the Four of Swords in the reverse. So there's something here. See, I'm just like really confused, right, Taurus? And I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's a person that you're dealing with. I don't know. You could be really super confused, right? Because I feel like you have somebody here who is driven by passion, right? They want what they want. They want to be bold. They want to take what they can get, right? They want to come in and communicate. They don't hold up their end of the bargain. There's cycles being repeated. There's lessons not being learned, right? The Ten of Wands is in the reverse and the World card is in the reverse, right? Somebody here is not learning a lesson. They're not learning a lesson. They're repeating negative cycles here, right? There's no growth with the Hierophant in the reverse, right? That's a lack of spiritual growth. So we have somebody here who's unawakened, right? Repeating cycles, right? Not going within to heal, not going in to rest, to contemplate, right? To take a good hard look at their options. We have somebody here who's juggling, going back and forth, right? Their emotions definitely are all over the place. Somebody here is all over the place. Taurus, take this how this fits. It could be you or it could be somebody that you're dealing with. Same thing with you, cross watchers, right? Take the energy how it fits. But there's somebody here who's juggling, who's going back and forth, right? Who doesn't want to admit some kind of a truth, right? They don't have any ability to handle the responsibilities that they're holding on to. And it's weighing somebody down. And I just think it's so funny because we have this Knight of Wands moving to the left. We have the Knight of Swords moving to the right. So I don't know if somebody here, like, takes one step forward, then takes two steps back, right? Like somebody here who's unsure of themselves, right? When they should be, because they're the Queen of Wands, right? Embrace all the power that you hold, right? But somebody here has been allowing their shadow side to take over, right? There's something here where somebody here needs to be bold to end some kind of a cycle, right? But somebody here is repeating some kind of a cycle here because they're stuck in their fire energy. They're stuck in the passion, right? I also feel like somebody here has been trying to control something for way too long, right? They've been trying to control something. Things are not working out the way that they want, so they're trying to control everything around them, right? Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more. Why is this Knight of Wands and Knight of Swords here? The Four of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, somebody here is unstable. They are unstable. There's no success. There's no victory. There's no recognition. Right? This person does not communicate effectively. They're in and out with the Knight of Wands. Right? They're in and out with the Nine of Wands, right? They come in quick, they come in bold, and then they're out, right? Once they get what they want. Tell me about this Two of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Five of Pentacles and Ace of Cups, right? Yeah, somebody here has been feeling like a victim. They have been feeling like a victim with the Five of Pentacles, but a new opportunity is being presented to them, right? Someone here just needs to step out in faith. They need to make a choice, right? And I feel like somebody here has not been making any choices, right? They've been ignoring it. It's like somebody here who knows what they need to do, but they've been doing everything else instead of it, right? And then they're wondering, why is there no growth? Well, you didn't work on the problem. You just worked on masking it, right? And it doesn't work that way. We have the King of Pentacles to clarify the Five of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, right? This is about somebody standing in their power. I also have Capricorn here with this King of Pentacles. That can mean something to y'all. Y'all could even have Capricorn in your chart somewhere. I'm hearing like Saturn, Neptune. Somebody here needs to stand on their throne, realize that they have the ability. Maybe it's about not working together with these people, right? Maybe there's something here about somebody here who's just been, they've been blocking you from your success. They've been blocking you from abundance. The King of Pentacles knows when to invest and when not to invest, right? Tell me about the Queen of Wands and the World card in the reverse. Tell me about the Queen of Wands and this World card in the reverse, Spirit. The Chariot in the reverse. That's no movement. That's no movement. That's not moving forward with something. Right? The Chariot in the reverse. That's no movement. Right? Or erratic movement. Somebody here... There are two different types of energy here, right? There's somebody here who's trying to build up their stability. And then there's somebody here who is feeling sorry for themselves. Right? I don't know who's who. I don't know who's a Taurus and who's the other person. I don't know. You guys make that distinction, right? Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. There's definitely somebody here. It's like their way or the highway, right? They're unevolved. They're unawakened. They're repeating negative cycles. They're refusing to learn from their mistakes, right? They're driven by their passions, right? They have no control over their emotions, right? They're emotionally unstable, right? They're quick to... What's the word that I'm looking for? They're very impulsive, right? You're dealing with there's somebody here who's very impulsive, right? And then when things don't work out because, you know, they just jumped into something without thinking logically, right? Then it's like, oh, woe is me, I'm the victim, look at what happened to me. But you allowed it to happen to you because you didn't look, right? And sometimes, yes, I'm not saying that we see everything, but sometimes we need to use our critical thinking skills, right? Before we make a decision. Somebody here, I mean, there's no happiness, there's no joy, right? Four of Pentacles in the reverse, that's not holding on. Somebody here is not holding on to something anymore, right? But with the Sun card in the reverse, that's not happiness, that's not joy. Somebody is not embracing their happiness, right? It's like somebody wants to be happy, they want what they want, but yet they do everything else to sabotage it. Taurus, if this is like somebody in your life like this, right? Like, you don't need to tolerate this energy, right? Somebody here is only driven by passion, right? They have no control over their emotions. You're standing here pretty in the middle with the King of Pentacles, right? Taking an opportunity, no longer wanting to be a victim in something, right? But then there's like somebody here who doesn't want to move, and they don't want to grow with you, and somebody's going to be left behind, right? Because of their immature ways, because somebody is refusing to grow up. To take responsibility for their actions, right? Maybe they're not taking responsibility for their actions, right? They're all over the place. They're very impulsive, right? They don't apologize when they do these impulsive things, right? That end up hurting other people. And it's like this person knows what they're doing. They know. And don't give me that bullshit of like, oh, I didn't know. I just thought it was a good idea. Like, no. Like, you knew. You knew. You knew what you were getting yourself into, right? You knew what the repercussions could have been, but you still decided to do it. That's the energy that I'm feeling. And maybe you need to communicate that. Maybe you need to communicate your displeasure, right? Or your dissatisfaction, or like how disappointed you are, right? And it's always been whoever this is. It's like you're tired of the disappointments. You're tired of the disappointments, so you're making a choice to no longer hold on to this, right? Because it's been blocking you from your happiness. This person, these people, whatever, right? Could be a lover, it could be a friend, could be a family member, it could be a freaking neighbor, it could be a colleague. I don't know, right? I don't know who it is to you. But this person's impulsive. They're not going to change. They don't see the error of their ways, right? And they're going to continue to do that because that's the only... Some people stick with what they know, right? And this person's sticking with what they know instead of learning something new, right? And it's like... Okay. That's what I have for y'all in this reading. If this resonates with you guys, please hit that like button and be sure to subscribe. But somebody here in your life is... They're not ready to grow, they're not ready to change, and they're definitely not going down the same path that you are, right? And you know it. You know it. And maybe this person has been feeling you distance yourself, right? But I feel like they sense it, and they're going to be doing things to try and make sure that's not the case. But I feel like you're being asked to communicate, right? To finally put an end to this. I feel like you are putting an end to this. You're going to be putting an end to this. That's what I have for y'all, Taurus.